This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yo, Cody. Your time is up, you bumbling clown. Hey! But in all honesty, that was a shit show. Triple H. You are my favorite wrestler of all time, dog, but you make me hand fall. And to all of y'all, right? To each and every one of y'all, apologies to Triple H that, oh, you see, Vince McMahon gone now but a year, so you don't know if Triple H could be cooking. He could be cooking. WrestleMania 5 is the greatest WrestleMania of all time. So you know, WrestleMania 5 would be the greatest. Don't worry. Even though the build to the match, to the card was garbage, the matches them go over deliver. Where and when? That's what I want to know. Listen, me never got the time for put any effort into this. It's just that I just finished watching the show and I'm severely disappointed. I don't even know why I'm disappointed, because I was telling y'all in the weeks leading up to the show that I had no feelings towards it. It was just that I wish WWE had the decency to treat this match with the reverence that it deserved. Seeing that this is the man that carried their company through, even though they were still the biggest company at the time, through the basically the dark ages of the peachy era, right, into being the biggest global brand that it is nowadays. So far, to the point where nobody is bigger than the brand of WWE anymore. Like, Cena is bigger than the brand of WWE. Stone Cold, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, you get the point. What? Nobody since then has been bigger than WWE. And that's partially due to the fact that John Cena was carrying the flag for WWE for so long. And this is the shit that y'all pull at this man's last, not just title victory, but WrestleMania appearance. Triple H, you make my hand fall. You know what? As a matter of fact, fake this, bro. Triple H needs to be fired from his position. Shawn Michaels needs to take over Triple H's position. I said what I said. You understand me? So on night one, you had Jey Uso versus Gunther in the first match, which, my goodness, man, we already know Jey was gonna win the match, right? But to all y'all apologists of this Jey Uso run so far, right? Y'all got to admit that shit was atrociously underwhelming. It was. Let's be real. I ain't gonna spend too much time on them because I didn't really catch the full match, but nonsense. Anyways, the next match was New Day versus the War Raiders. Who the fuck is the War Raiders? That's all I got asked. New Day win the championships. I don't give a shit. Then they had a match with LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. I don't get the hype behind Jacob Fatu. I don't care. This is the whole thing about it, right? WrestleMania is supposed to make you care about everybody, that everything that's going on around it, even the mid-card matches. Why is it that you got the biggest show of the year and they got matches that people outside of a select few, and there's another point, right? The fans that care about this is like a fraction of the internet fans, like the majority, but a fraction. And Triple H got the audacity to say that the internet is not real and the opinions of internet fans, are not warranted, or not, they're not important, rather they're irrelevant. This man needs somebody for the last sheep on the big nose or something. God, that's one of the stupidest things I hear in my life, bro. Anyways, we moving forward. We moving on. El Grande Americano was supposed to face Rey Mysterio. Instead, he faces Rey Fenix. Next match, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Garbage. The only saving grace for the show was Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, and it was predictable. It was just predictable. I am tired of these matches. At least with the matches that we already know the outcome to, dog, at least let it not be in a predictable way. Paul Heyman betrays both Roman Reigns and CM Punk in succession, or actually is in the opposite order to what I just said, but he still betrayed them. We saw this shit coming. When we can get some more surprises in WWE, bro? When? Then we move on to night 2, and I could skip across the match with I skipped the match with Jade and Naomi because that was an alright match. But we can go across to Rhea versus Bianca versus Io Sky. Io Sky really and truly is an afterthought, and I'm glad that WWE bring up as the storyline for shit, cause who is Io Sky, bro? And look at the massacre me by Drew. Drew went from having the best match last year, right, to having man just had a match this tonight, bro. I don't even know how to describe the match between he and Damian Priest. It was alright. That's all I can say. It was alright. Not for this very bro is something that I didn't expect Drew and Damian Priest to go boss the wall for, like when he and CM Punk went in a match. What event was that? Backlash last year? I can't even remember, but when he and Punk faced off last year, I didn't expect a blood feud like that, because this man, Damian Priest, been ruining Drew year since WrestleMania last year, and this is how we are end the feud? Come on, bro. Then we had, in my opinion, the best match of the night, the Fatal 4-Way, and big up to Penta and big up to Braun Breaker, because Braun Breaker, that man's the future. Remember why I tell y'all, hey, Braun Breaker is the future. That man is a beast, bro. Like, the man just beast for, bro. You see, he and Penta steal the show tonight for me, right? And big up Dominic Mysterio, because that was a real creative finish. I love the match, bro. I love the match. Then we can skip over Randy Orton versus, surprise, I Believe in Joe Hendry. No joke, right? This is a funny thing. I get blackout during my entrance. He crashed my server or something like that, and then when I go and turn back on my TV, the man lose. Mind you, the time between my TV crashing and me turning back on the match was 5 minutes. Joe Hendry was already into his second RKO after he already get pinned. Yeah, TNA just get buried by WWE. I can't believe for the first time in my life, I could say that AJ Styles match almost put me to sleep. And Logan Paul also is a great wrestler to me, and that match was boring, bro. Bro, I don't know what the R in WWE right now is, but a bundle of shit matches these people putting on are shit compared to the standards that they set before. Like, I can't stand it, bro. And then we had the tag team match. I did not watch this match, and I also had another bout with me internet crashing, so it was very fitting. Then we come to the main event. You know how people complain about WrestleMania 38 being a short and boss the wall fast-paced match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, where they was basically just spamming finishers? Yeah, and how everybody was complaining about it. I wish that was the type of match we had for John Cena last WrestleMania, bro. This was just a boatload of scunt. Oh my goodness, bro. And what do you think Travis Scott doing here? What Travis Scott doing here, bro? In the middle of a main event, I got somebody making an entrance slowly for coming interrupt a match and you basically serve no purpose other than pull the referee out. And the referee, I don't know what these referees make out to be, but this match was garbage. The only saving grace for the match was the fact that John Cena win. And the way he win was so anticlimactic, because all I see John Cena pick up the belt, knock out Cody Rhodes, and then count the 1, 2, 3. I'm like, wait, does it? I said, no way, bro. There is no way this man win this match, and then he win the match like that. Anyways, I really can't give this show a grade right now, but off the fly off the top of my head, this show was a D. Honestly, this show was a D for a bundle of dick. That's all I can say. I don't know what will happen moving on from now, but we can wait and see. Anyways, John Cena is champion again for the last time, and he's about to retire at the end of the year. Anyways, I gone because I don't have any more words, dog. Thank God Cody Rhodes' shit championship run is over, and let me see what the hell they're gonna do to John Cena. They might ruin John Cena for the rest of the year, but anyways, peace out.
You're nothing but a homo, and that guy there in the green shirt is nothing but a